Hi, this is Milani, Chapter 15, Section 4, Problem number 4. Now, in this problem, it says we are trying to find the area between these two curves. That means my red graph is f of x graph. My black graph is the g of x. I'm trying to find the area between these two equations. The first thing we are going to pay attention where these two equations or where these two graphs each other. Now, right here, when the x is approximately -2, these two graphs is intersect with each other. And right here, which is x is approximately 1, these two equations intersect with each other. That means we are trying to find the area between -2 to 1. Now, step number 1, subtraction of the antiderivatives. In this problem, because I have two different equations, then I need to be careful for subtraction. Now, any equation has a higher y value, it goes first. Now, the easiest way to find out, look at the x between -2 to 1. Pick any number. For example, I'm going to pick -1. -1. My f of x is approximately 3.75. If the x is -1, f of x, my y is approximately 3.75. But when the x is -1, my g of x is approximately 2.25. That means f of x has a bigger y value. That's the way you are going to find out which equation will go first. That means f of x, it goes first, minus g of x. Don't forget, it's between -2 to 1. Again, f of x minus g of x. That's all we are trying to find. Because in these problems, I'm trying to teach you which equation you are going to choose as a first equation. Now, let's look at problem number 5. Again, in this problem, I do have a f of x is the pink graph. I do have a g of x, that's the blue graph. Now, when you pay attention to this graph, these two equations, when the x is right here, -2, intersect with each other. Right here, when the x is 0, intersect with each other. And right here, when the x is 2, intersect with each other. That means if I have a 3 spot which they intersect with each other, it means this one is my first area and this one is my second area. I have a 2 area. Then my first area is going to be between -2 to 0. My second area, which is here, is between 0 to 2. That's the reason I'm going to write it down my both area. Now, let's look at the first area, which is here. Between -2 to 0. For example, pick a -1. When the x is -1, this is my y value. When the x, I'm sorry, for the f of x, okay. When the x is -1, f of x equation, my y value is right here. And my g of x, my y value is right here. Definitely, here is the larger y value. That means between -2 to 0, the pink graph, which is f of x, it goes first. Now, between 0 to 2, pick a number. I'm going to choose 1. When the x is 1, my g of x value is approximately 2. My f of x value is approximately here, which I can say minus 5. 2 is larger than minus 5. That means my second area, g of a x, is going to be larger. Minus f of x. Again, that's the way you are going to start step number 1, which is subtraction of the antiderivatives. I hope this problem is going to help you a lot for other problems in this section and section 15.5.